Hi everybody and welcome back to some more MotoGP 19 here on this channel. I'm KPG-GOONER here. Now in today's episode we head to the Netherlands and Assen, which is a fantastic circuit, and also today we've just had an update which has addressed quite a few issues that everyone's had since the game's been released. I will leave a link with all the information on the video, so don't forget to check that out. But first up, let's get straight into the qualifying sessions. So here we go. This is going to be very, very tight and across the line. Oh, almost the fastest time in this session. So let's move this up to third. So let's see if we can go on another lap, and then I think we might be ready to move up into the qualifying session. But I really enjoy these practice sessions. It gives you a chance to set up the bike and also get used to the wet conditions. I mean, this circuit can be horrendous in the wet, so we're trying to be as careful as possible. But I must admit, since the update, I'm getting a greater feedback from the controller, the vibration, and it's enabling me to push the bike a little bit harder in the turn, which I felt like I was struggling. I thought I was just being slow in previous videos into the corners. I just wasn't getting a lot of feedback, and I actually thought my controller just wasn't working properly. But now they've updated it, I'm feeling a little bit more confident. I can push the bike a little bit harder, so that is one positive that I've seen so far. Obviously they've changed a few things like the HUD. Hopefully they've obviously improved that some riders, well, the AI riders don't start ahead of you on the grid. We're just going to have to see, time will tell. But I'm also considering maybe doing 2 races an episode soon, so hopefully that will speed things up so we can get into Moto2. I'm really looking forward to getting to the faster bikes. Just overshot that corner a little bit onto the curb. Let's see if we can just have a good sector 3. And then we will jump straight into Q2, because I think we're going to be fast enough for that. So we're still sitting in third. Let's see if we can take up on the time on the sector 3. That seems to be a good sector for us. If we can nail this final chicane, which can be challenging. Wow! That was close. I thought I was going to run into him then. And just now this. That's not too bad. Can we get a little bit of a toe to the line? And fastest in the session. That's good. And across the line, so that is our first lap in on this qualifying session. So that's a 155.4. Well, that's definitely not going to be quick enough to get the front row. That's what we need for our objective. So we're going to have to push a little bit harder on this lap, but no one else has put in a lap yet, so we just have to see if this session is going to be slower or quicker. It's looking like we're going to have a wet race, so we've got the bike set up for the wet, and it's feeling pretty good. I'm definitely feeling a little bit more in the corners now. We've got a little bit more feedback, like I said, from the controller, and that is going to improve my speed in the turns, I'm telling you. And we're still up on the time. Still no one's put in a lap, and hopefully we can start speeding up this Moto3 season so we can move up to Moto2. I want to get on the faster bike, so I might start bumping out a few more episodes, so I hope you will enjoy that. And we're down on the time now, so someone has put in a faster lap. I reckon I'm going to need a low 154, so that's what we got to aim for. It's not too bad in that turn. Let's see if we can just latch onto this rider in front who might be able to get a little bit of slipstream. It's not too bad. Nice and steady around this turn, and slowly open the throttle. Oh, that was nicely done. Hopefully it will be a little bit quicker at sector 3, depending on what the sort of time has been put in. And we're quite a bit up on sector 3. If we can just nail the last chicane, this could be a really good time. Hopefully it'll be a low 154, which hopefully will get us at least top 3. That's nicely done. Onto the curb and to the line. This is going to be a really quick time. 153.2, and that is an awesome time. I reckon that might do it. I think that might be the fastest time of the session, but we're just going to have to see. Right, we still got the fastest time of the session as we come into the final seconds, and that was just an awesome lap. And yes, we take pole position, and the fastest time below us was a 153.7 by Della Porta, so we are pole position. That is awesome. I cannot wait for the race now, so let's get straight into it. So here we go.
What's going on, motorcycle fans? We're here in Assen bringing you live coverage of the Moto3 class Dutch Grand Prix. The weather is great and the temperature is perfect for racing, so we're just waiting to find out which riders have opted for hard tyres and which have opted for soft. Class starting grid where riders and engineers are talking over the last few details before the race. Just a few minutes to go until the Grand Prix begins. Assen, the motorbike university, is once again ready to put everyone to the test.
Right, so here we go with the Dutch GP around the Assen circuit. This is going to be interesting because it's a dry race. So let's see if we can get a decent start. Now we've gone for a soft front and a medium rear, so hopefully that is the best compound to go for, and it's all go. And can we get a good start? Oh, that was not a bad start. Can we get to that first corner and try and set the pace? Let's just drop it in. Now we just went with a original setup that we had for the dry on a different circuit because I didn't do any practice in these conditions, so I've got no idea how quick everyone's going to be, but I'm going to try my best to set a decent pace. That's not too bad. Oh, there's already been a crash. John McBee is out and it looks like he's off, and oh, someone else has crashed. Garcia is off. Oh, that is not good for him. He's up there with us in the championship and he's crashed out, so he's going to struggle in this race to catch up. And we've got Della Porta not far behind us, but this has been a fantastic start and we need to try and start really well and set the pace, and we can push a little bit harder in the dry, so that is exactly what I'm going to do. Just see if we can just pull away. I'm not sure how good this soft front is going to be in these conditions around this circuit. I'm hoping I've gone for the best. I do find with the amount of laps I'm doing, the soft will last if I manage it really, really well. That's not too bad. But this is where they really do throw a spanner in the works, where you have a wet qualifying but a dry race, or a dry qualifying and a wet race. It really does throw you out, but hopefully we've got the right setup. We're managing to pull away here. I'm really surprised at this. We've had such a good start. And don't forget, the AI have been rebalanced now, and this is on 120% AI. And that is not too bad. And that is such a good start. So that is the first lap out the way. Let's see if we can push really hard on the second lap. So we did a 154.9. See if we can just set a really good fast pace. I think they're going to be a lot quicker through here than they were in the wet. Let's try and get really tight in. It's nicely done. Not pushing it too hard. Try and manage those tyres. That is nicely done. That was good enough. And Della Porta, oh, there's been another crash. I think that was just behind us as well as they come round that turn about 3, and there was like a 3 bike train coming around that turn. I think one of them came off. Let's keep it nice and tight through here. And again, keep it nice and tight. Onto the curb. What? What? I just got a penalty there. Oh no, got a .458 penalty. Must have gone slightly over. Now that's a surprise. Oh, I swear I went over that like that in the qualifying session and I didn't get an invalid lap. So there you go. Right, I won't go so much on the curb on the next lap. We've got to try and finish nearly half a second in front now for sure. So we've got a decent gap at the moment. Let's see what sort of lap time this will be. Nice and steady through here. Tell you what, this update on the vibration is making such a difference. Let's see what sort of lap time we're going to get, and that is a 1:49.8. So that is not the quickest. Della Porta has just put in a 1:49.6. So it looks like Della Porta is going to be pushing here. So we're going to have to just up our level a little bit. Tighter in. Nicely done. Flip it over. Get that front end turned in. that was nicely done. And it looks like Garcia's trying to make his way back, but he is right at the back of the field. He's going to drop some serious points in this championship. That's not... I think Della Porta was in good contention in this championship, so it looks like things may change a little bit now. So there'll be no Booth Amos at the front either. I haven't seen anything of him in qualifying or the race. Binder's just overtaken. Binder's, oh no, he's been taken back. And oh god, he just overshot that corner a little bit. Let's just try and concentrate on this. Let's see if we can push a little bit harder. Hopefully this lap will be a little bit quicker. I think it's going to be 1:49s, I think. So if we can sort of hit those sort of lap times, we should be okay. I think this is the first time I've raced around here in the dry. I can't remember in the Red Bull Rookies whether it was wet. I think it was wet, I think, around here. And you do get a lot of wet weather around Assen. It's just one of those circuits. Right, so that is the next lap. Oh, that was slightly slower. So we're dropping pace, and Connect is just hit a 1:49.5. So that is much faster time than us. We need to up the level because they're going to start closing the gap soon as these tyres start to go a little bit. That's nice done. Oh god, let's be careful. Get nice and tight in. And oh no, oh, Dissealable went into that turn together. That's exactly what I wanted to avoid. See, being out in front, I'm not having that problem, but coming around that turn and together would be an absolute nightmare. Luckily, we managed to get such a good start, and we've done really well with the start so far in this series. So we've got away with going into those first corners with about 15-20 bikes all piling in. Let's keep this nice and tight. Let's see if we can get our best lap in. They are starting to gain on us. That gap is not getting bigger, it's getting smaller. And I think they're going to start closing in on us in the latter stages of this race if we don't just push a little bit harder. This is a not bad lap so far. Let's see if we can just... And the gap is 1.7. Over a second and a half, which is not a lot really. One mistake and they'd be straight on me, and that was nice and smooth through there onto the curb and over the finish line, and that was 1:49.076. so that is our fastest lap of the race. Not sure if anyone's going to beat that. A couple more laps to go. See if we can just keep this up. Got a little bit wider in that turn this time. Let's keep this nice and tight. Right onto the... Oh, that was nice. That was really tight. That was a good corner there. That was much quicker than we did on the previous lap. And these tyres are still feeling pretty good. I'm glad I went with the soft front. But is it going to last? I think we're going to... The last lap, I think it's going to be quite low. So we're going to have to just be careful we don't push it too hard. I think managing the tyres on the faster bikes is going to be a lot harder because you're going to be spinning up those rear tyres so much more, and you'll be using the harder compound a lot more. And I didn't realise how much different the temperature of the race is made on this game. That's something that they've really improved this year, because even like you'll get like when you get a dry race, there can be like 5-6 degree difference from the qualifying session to the race, and it makes such a difference on the tyres, and you've got to watch out for that. It's not too bad through there. This is dead. I think this may be a quicker lap. Absolutely flying now. And I think we've just extended the gap, almost 2 seconds. Right, let's try now this. Keep it nice and tight through there. Oh, that was nice and smooth through there. That is a really decent lap, and that is Oh, actually slightly slower. Connects just put in a 149.042, so faster than our lap. But we're on the final lap now. The lap times aren't really going to matter. They're not gaining enough on us as long as we don't make a mistake. Tyres still look okay. And again, that was not a bad turn there, just letting it drop in nicely. And as you can see, Booth Amos is at the back. That's where he belongs. So Connect is in second place, and that's more realistic. Don't know what's happened to Della Porta. He's dropped off a little bit. Let's keep it nice and tight through here, right onto the curb. Should be okay. This has been a really good Dutch masterclass here. We made that early mistake. Just overdone one of the corners, got a penalty, but apart from that, it's been a really good session, really good qualifying in the wets, and an awesome dry race. But things are going to get a little bit more tricky. I think in the next round, I think we go to Germany, and the Saxon Ring is not going to be easy. I think that if we get rain there, it's going to be a much harder race. And we found that the pace round there was quite quick. As many points as we can get. Well, I closed the gap slightly at the last bit point, but it should be okay. Final chicane, and we're going to take another win in this championship and across the line. So there we go, and I think that was our fastest lap of the race as well on the final lap. And yes, it was a 148.875, and that was the fastest. There was only there's two others that had 148s, but there you go. What a race. We take a win, Connect second and Della Porta third. What has that done to the championship? We're just about to find out, so here we go. Right, so that is the Rider Championship, and we're on 186 points, 57 ahead of Garcia, which had a nightmare race today. But is it correct now they've rebalanced the AI? I think it is. So you're going to see some of the ones that were at the front before drop to the back. And we're also top of the team championship as well, ahead of the Green Power by 23 points. Again, that's all going to be shaken up with the rebalanced AI. And hopefully once we get to Moto 2, it's all going to be correct, and then you'll see some of the riders that will be at the front. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. We've had a Dutch masterclass today. I think we only made one mistake, and we were very consistent. We went with the right tyres as well. Really enjoyed today's race. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, share the video. I appreciate all the comments and all the support on the series. Also, very, very soon we've got an F1 2019 co-op campaign coming with another YouTuber, plus I might do a career series as well, so it'll be two major series on the channel. Thank you so much, and I will see you very, very soon. See you later, guys. Bye bye.